Moving up the shaking, going hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed yet.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 12.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. Jones. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now 3rd down.
Defense wins championships, baby. 35's the mic. 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here as he's taken down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there, because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Eluding the... And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy, and that particular play just came from the outside.
After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Pulled in at the 24. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. On 2nd and 9, Jones. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, New York.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Allen now on first down. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Go, go, go. Mike, go.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to go up top again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken.
1 yard.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Shot before break. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From midfield, here's Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Giants 14, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And his kick is good.
The score, Giants 21, Steelers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Allen forced out to his left. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top.
And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Across midfield to the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there. It leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score Giants.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
See how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
31.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. One final try here for Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 16-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500.